Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to share with you guys some of my eBay makeup finds. So technically these are all makeup tools that you would normally find upon browsing on eBay. I will share with you guys my favorite. So I was actually looking at my brushes and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that I have not talked about this. But yeah, so a few years back, I think probably like 3 years ago, I came across this girl who shared a bunch of brushes from Jessup. So I quickly looked it up and then I searched it on eBay and then read reviews and stuff, and I finally purchased from them. So the very first brush set that I purchased from Jessup is this Kabuki Brush Set. So it comes with 5 face Kabuki brush and 5 eye Kabuki brush set. So this what inspired me to buy this is because I have been wanting the Sigma Kabuki brush set for the longest time, ever since I started watching on YouTube. But the thing is, it's so freaking expensive that I could not find a reason to actually drop $200 on a brush set, and also the fact that I was a student and I was so broke. So yeah, and this brush set I think retailed for $20, I believe, but it was no more than $30 for sure. And I've had this for probably 3 years now and they're still going strong. Like honestly, the quality of these brushes are so great. And like, well, obviously you could tell that they're quite cheaply made, if you can see, but the bristles are so soft. It blends my foundation and powder foundation amazing. It does not soak up the product, which a lot of cheap makeup brushes do. And all in all, this is actually a great makeup brush and I'm quite surprised. These eye Kabuki brushes, to be honest, I don't think that they're quite useful, but I only use maybe 1 or 2 to use as a eyeshadow blender or blending brush. Other than that, the face Kabuki brush is so great, and they're quite light and just easy to use, just like any other brush, and it's great. And in terms of washing these, I use antibacterial soap and maybe a little bit of olive oil if I use like I use this for a liquid foundation because it can tend to stick on the bristles. But other than that, these are great and it held up pretty great. So after hearing that, I then went on and searched for more Jessup makeup brushes, and I found these ones. And this is like more of their pro makeup brush set. So it comes with 15 makeup brushes, and this set kind of reminds me of the ripoff of the Sigma brush set. But honestly, the quality of this is a lot better than the Kabuki brush set that I've shown you. Obviously, some of the brushes are made well, some of it is made poorly, but in terms of blending, once again, the softness of the bristle and the way it performs, it's actually pretty comparable to the high-end one. Like honestly, if I'm filming a makeup tutorial and I'm just using like these random brushes, you would never think that they're only what, like $1, $2 or even $3 each. So this set retails for $25, and I could, oh my god, I've had this for so long. I probably had this for more than 3 years, or no, more than 2 years, almost 3 years. And I will just link the products or other sellers that sells these exact same brushes, because I could not remember where I got it from. But yeah, so it comes with, they actually have names on them, so which is good. So this one is, okay, we'll start with eye brushes. So this one is the short shader brush, and then you have the lip brush, which comes in a bullet thingy to cover the bristle, and then you have a concealer brush, which is pretty handy, a flat definer brush, great for eyebrows, great for eyeliner. You have a blending brush, which I reckon is great for both packing on color or blending your transition color. You have a large fluff, which is great for setting your eyeshadow or eyelid after primer. And you have a tapered blending brush, which is a bit stubby, so this is my least favorite. I don't really use this one. And I have the small tapered blending brush, which is my favorite, my personal favorite, and this is great for packing on color in your outer V, defining the crease. And you have a eyeliner brush, which is so cute. It's so tiny. So for face, we have the large concealer brush, which I have not used. We have the powder brush, with blush brush, which I use for bronzing, blush, contouring, powder application, yeah, depending on my mood. And we have a large powder brush, which is quite tapered, so this one is great for bronzing, but I use this to set my face. So this is great. I sometimes use it for bronzing. And my favorite is the dual fiber blush brush or powder brush. And I use this to apply my blush, which diffuses the color and is great for blending too. And then my other favorite is the tapered highlighter brush, which I actually use to set underneath my eyes or apply a precise highlighter. I would use this too, or even contouring sometimes I would use this brush. So yeah. And then you have the tapered face brush, which can either be used for bronzing, powder, or blush. So that's that. And that's actually my favorite brush set. Moving along to another brush set, and this one doesn't have a name and it sucks, but this is more expensive compared to the first two that I showed you, and this is what it looks like. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I immediately purchased this after I purchased that set, so I've had this for quite some time as well. And this is about $30, mainly because it's better quality actually. Like, okay, I'll show you. So this is one of the eye brushes, and if you look closely, you don't see any like cheap ridges and stuff, and it's great quality compared to like this one, which is kind of cheaply made, to be honest. And like there's a chip there, and like it's just matte. But this one is actually improved brushes, and the handles look so luxurious. And if I can show you the face brush as well, so it looks like that, and yeah, it looks very fancy. So again, I have the 15 face brush set, and I get 2 for foundation. So one buffer brush and one angled flat top brush, which you can either use for liquid foundation or powder foundation. And then you get a large face brush, which is tapered as well, great for bronzing and powder. And then you get this powder brush, which is great for setting and bronzing and whatever you want to do with it. And then you have a foundation brush, which is a lot thicker than your usual foundation brush. So I actually quite like to use this to set my concealer sometimes underneath my eyes. And then you get a contour brush, which looks like that. So this is great. And for eyes, you get a spoolie, you get angled brush, and then you have a teeny tiny smudger brush, or you could use it for eyeliner. And then you have these like blending brushes. So you got a pencil brush, and then a small shader brush, and more of like a crease brush, packing on kind of brush, and then concealer brush, and then fluffy brushes. So you got the blending brush, and then you got the flat shader brush, which is quite fluffy, so you can use this to blend your eyeshadow as well. So this one actually feels quite heavier than this one. This one is so light, but this one has a weight to it, and you could really tell that it's quite, you know, expensive, but then again, not too expensive where you can break a bank. For $30, sign me up. And it blends everything nicely as well. The bristles are synthetic and dyed, so if you're allergic to dye, I probably would stay away from this. But washing this, I find that the dye did not come off whatsoever, so that's a good thing. So yeah, this is so great, and oh my god, it's so soft, and I love them. So a few more face brushes. I got these random ones. So these are separately. So I bought this for $3, and this is more of like a NARS eye brush knockoff, but I use this to apply my highlighter. This is supposed to be a blending brush, but it's so big for my eyes, so I use this to apply my highlighter or like dust loose powder underneath my eyes, so it's great for that. And then these three is a set, and I got this for $3. And they're real hair. So this one's is a goat hair, and this is my favorite out of all of them because it's teeny tiny, and then it blends the eyeshadow so well, and it does not shed for it being a goat's hair. And then the other three are not my favorite, to be honest. They're just there because they're quite pokey and stubby, and I hate that for my eyes. And I also purchased a toothbrush makeup brush set, which looks like this. So you get like 10-piece set, and you get like different sizes from like a large one to smallest one. But personally, my favorite one is this because mainly you can blend your foundation with it. But I don't find that it's very practical because it's quite hard to wash. Though it blends my foundation so well, but I don't know, I'm just not liking it. So it's been sitting here in my makeup drawer for a long time, not being used. But yeah, this is cheap as well. I think I got it for like $12. So yeah, I would probably experiment more on that. So moving along to random beauty products that I find, or like tools. I found this mixing palette for $3, and it comes with a metal spatula that you use to scoop the product and put it here. But yeah, for the price, and this is actually metal, I really like it. Like sometimes if I get lazy or if I cannot find any mirror around me, I just use this because you can literally see yourself. So I just use this as a mirror because why not? And also it's easy to clean. You just spray alcohol, makeup wipes, and then dry them, and you're good to go. So this is pretty handy when you're trying to mix a lot of stuff. And also I put my loose powder here so I don't have to like have it on my hands or everywhere. But yeah, this is great. Today is actually my favorite place to buy false eyelashes. So the ones that are my favorite are this one right here. So that's called like a crisscross natural false lashes, and I have this as well. So that's more of like a natural one, and honestly this one reminds me of the Adele Demi Wispies, but only the cheaper version. The band itself is thin and it's so easy to put on your eyelashes, and this one costs, well, like $2 each, and you get 5 pairs. I mean, come on. If you're a lash addict, I would highly suggest you pick it up, because honestly it's so worth it, and like you won't really feel bad if you wear it once or twice. Then the last thing is actually my favorite, and it's on the floor but this is the drying rack for makeup brushes. So it comes with 3 parts. So what you do is you just insert this in here and it becomes like a stand, and then you insert that there and it becomes a rack. So I use this to dry my makeup brushes and it works great, honestly. So I don't have to do that thing where when you dry your makeup brushes, by the time it dries it has like a dent, so it bends like that because you're drying it that way. But by using this, it makes it so much easier. It makes it easier for the makeup brushes to dry as well, because the air is distributed evenly, and I could fit up to like 30 brushes in here, which is not possible, but honestly it's possible. Those are all my, how should I say this, my beauty tools that I found on eBay. Honestly, it's not about the how expensive or how cheap the tools that you use, it's about how you make them work. But yeah, these tools have been of great use, and if you see me on a tutorial, majority of the brushes I use are these, except maybe a few from like Real Techniques or maybe Sigma and stuff, but most of them are these brushes. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking into purchasing your very first makeup brush without breaking your bank, and especially if you're a university student, because I know the struggle, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!